male turkey here is trying to make himself look irresistible, but boy, if you look at that face, he is resistible. Only a female turkey could love that, right? He's trying to convince his female companions that he is a worthy parent. So we're going now to the backyard of our friend's home. My colleague Arpine and her husband Harach. Look at the cherry blossom. Told you we'd come here again. Look at this, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it just so beautiful? Such a peaceful setting in this village, Nor Artmamet, which is about, I think, Pishka. How many kilometers from Yerevan? 15.
Yeah.
Tasna hink? Tasna
18.
18. Ah.
18 till her house.
Oh, you can say hello.
Hello. Everybody, hello. What about Harach?
Harach?
Yeah.
Harach is here.
Harach is
Hi,
here.
Harach.
Hello.
And Blackie. Hey, Blackie.
Blackie, hello.
Hello, hello, Blackie.
He's saying, oh,
But it's so beautiful, the blossom. Just so beautiful. Mrs. Mitch is there.
Why these trees Armenians painting should be at like paint should go on at autumn time to protect most important young trees like this one from the from the snow kill this tree, cold kill this tree, the tree like protection.
Yeah.
But they just paint now for decoration, for the beauty and protect from bugs. That's all.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all.
I
And you can see, look how beautiful looks when white. Isn't beautiful?
See here that they've redug the trenches for irrigation of the trees, and there's some around the little trees as well. But these big trenches here, this will all be filled with water, which eventually finds its way into the roots of the bigger trees. It's a very beautiful yard. I really like it, and a lovely little outdoor setting there. That's the back of the house. So Mrs. Mitch and I are here visiting my friend, my work colleague Arpine and her husband Harach in Nor Artmamet Village. It's about 18 kilometers from Yerevan, and it's a beautiful, quiet little village. And as you can see behind me, there's cherry blossom trees, beautiful at the moment, completely different from the last time that we were here. It was just after snow, I think. It was very cold, but now towards the end of April, I think it's the 25th or something like that today. Beautiful spring day, lovely day. I think it's about 20. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you a little bit more around the village, give you a general idea of what it's like here. And so come with me and we'll walk just a little bit around the neighbourhood. So this is the main road, just outside their property, and across there is a little shop and an apartment block, which is strange. I think it's the only one here in this village, as much as I can see. Other than that, there's just little homes everywhere, and there's a lot of little new ones as well. Take you down this little road right next to their home. This road here, there's a new house. It's quite nice. And down here, this gives you a little idea of the homes that are around here. There's some old ones and some newer ones. Probably Mrs. Mitch and I wouldn't opt to live in a village like this, I don't know, it's a little bit too suburban for my liking. We'd prefer somewhere a little bit more remote. Still people around, but more bigger blocks, I think. And as you can see, that street there, houses just right on there on the road, and it reminds me too much of city life. I think if you're going to live in the country, you want to feel the country atmosphere. Same with that there. It's a little bit too suburbanish for my liking. Some people like that, it's fine, but for me, no. Our adopted family in Drarat, their property, even though it's not complete, it's open. You feel like you're alive and not constrained, and you can be free. What I'm meaning is you've got a big block here. You're not jammed up against another home. Spring comes a little bit later in the higher altitude villages, of course. So there's not a lot of greenery on the trees yet, but we're getting there. This looks like some kind of orchard here. Maybe cherry orchard or something. This is towards the back of the village. Doesn't look like anyone's living in that home at the moment. That's got potential. Maybe it's a summer home, who knows, but it's a bit overgrown. The surrounds here, the yard is overgrown. But yeah, that's more the style. Not the style of home, but you know, more open. Here again we've got homes, the newer ones. I don't know why people want to front their home onto the road. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But of course there wouldn't be terribly much traffic coming along this road anyway, so it's probably not a big deal. They would probably have a very lovely view there, I would imagine. This is an older home here. And some big orchard there. People working on the trees. It doesn't matter, I guess, what you're doing on the land. You're really at the mercy of nature, and you know, sometimes all their hard work, you know, all the pruning and everything, and you can see how nicely pruned these trees are. Along comes terrible winds or hail or something like that, and it can ruin a crop. But this is a problem the world over. People accept that, farmers, and they accept the good with the bad. And I think it's always a good philosophy in life not to see what we might call a disaster as necessarily bad. Teaching us things in life, teaching us important lessons. Not everything is meant to be easy, not everything's meant to be a smooth road, but we learn patience, we learn humility, and see how beautiful they are. Wow, somebody really knows what they're doing. Very beautiful. Cherry blossom. That's so pretty. So I guess what I was trying to say is that, you know, Sonia and I are Christian people, but I learnt many lessons in my life Some of them took me many years to learn. I'm still learning, by the way. And I think one of the biggest things I've learned is don't say too much about your belief unless someone asks you, unless someone's really curious to know more. The best thing that we can do as Christians, if we are Christian, is to act out our faith. Be kind to one another, be gentle, be forgiving, love your neighbour as yourself, and love God with all your heart, mind, soul and strength. And really, I say again and again, that's the biggest part. It took me a long time to learn that. I thought I had to indoctrinate people to begin with. I thought that was my job. But no, it's not. Building a new home up there. Putting a roof on, or insulation in the roof. This is one of the things I wanted to say. One of the problems with apartment living, I don't know. The older Soviet built apartment blocks have a common problem, and that is lack of ventilation. And so you hear your neighbours all of the time, and it's pretty infuriating sometimes, especially if you've got loud neighbours and people who stay up late at night and early into the morning, and it's a problem. But once again, Sonia and I are thankful. Sonia, a beautiful gate. Armenians love these ornate style gates and fences. That's beautiful. Nice brickwork. What was I saying? Yes, we learned to accept that, but the noise in the living in an apartment, but it's not ideal. You're living with a big extended family when you live in an apartment block, even though you don't have access to one another's home directly. Indirectly you do, and when people don't really take pride in the block, let it go, let the outside area, they just don't look after it. It sort of disappoints you, and you wonder why people don't take more pride in their block. I can't understand many people who say, oh, we love Armenia, but they oh, there's a garage over there, hardware store by the look of it, yeah, a little shop in the middle, and a hardware store on the end. Love Armenia and continue to pollute it. Like, oh, this is just a small example like that. Why? Why, when you say you love Armenia, you're throwing things out of the car? You're just putting it here for what? A council worker to come along and clean up? No. Everybody who loves their country must love it like their own home. They wouldn't throw this kind of rubbish. They wouldn't throw this kind of rubbish on the floor of their own home, would they? Of course not. But on the street and in nature, they do. Maybe take you to an older park here. This is more natural to me, I think. Big open area at the back there. Both this. Baylis Marekcan. Oh, She didn't hear me. This is that apartment block that I was telling you about. At least they've got a nice playground. That looks like it's pretty well kept. It's nice to see. Yeah. It looks like a blast from the past, that old wagon. Some newer, maybe shops here, I would imagine. Yeah. Interesting walking around here, actually. Mrs. Mitch is washing the car again, can you believe? We're going to make our way back. As I said, I have a problem with dizziness when I bend over, so I can physically wash the car, but it makes me feel horrible for the rest of the day. So Mrs. Mitch, as sprightly as she is for her age, she's like a spring chicken. Yesterday it was real funny. We went to see my sister, our sister I should say, Sonia's sister, and she lives on the 9th floor of a apartment building just across the road from where we live. And in order to get into her front entrance, you need a special electronic key, which we don't have. So she throws it down, wrapped up in a rag. She throws it down from there, and usually it lands safely, but this time it landed in the branches of a tree, and there was no way we could get it down with a broom, a ball, anything. So what's Mrs. Mitch do? She climbs up the tree. I should have taken a picture, honestly. It was a classic. I don't know how she did it, honestly. She was like a gymnast, a 17-year-old gymnast, bending and twisting and contorting to get up this tree. Oh boy. Would have been a disaster if she fell, but she managed to get high enough up to shake the branch, retrieve the key, and still alive to tell a story. Anyway, let's go back into see what Mrs. Mitch is up to. I've probably spoken enough. Anyway, I've given you a little tour around. I went for a big walk. I went right around.
Arsine already got very upset and worried. Maybe somebody stole you. And Haraj too.
Oh, it looks shut, Sirena. Who is Sirena? Sona or Ka?
Ka, not me.
Ah?
Ka.
This is Blackie.
Blackie. Not Armenian Petrus.
This is the life. We can live in peace and harmony with one another. I mean, you know, even if people can't agree on certain things, you can still find a way to live in harmony, surely. I believe, most importantly, with God's help. Our friend's helping us clean the car. I feel very bad about this, honestly. You don't need to do this. You see, this is the part I can't do that sort of thing. We're trying to teach an Armenian dog how to fetch a stick, but he doesn't understand English. Here, Blackie, 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 here. Okay, here. Let go. Here, here. Ready? 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 Look. Fetch it. Oh, no idea. He wants to follow Mum instead. Yeah. This is a cheat's way of doing it. Hey. Okay, okay, love. He's happy.
Doda.
No, Dodo. He's happy. Blackie, did you learn how to fetch yet? Did you learn how to... You're going to get a stick? You're going to get your stick? Yeah, that's the stick, but you went straight past it. Ah, you're watering with this hose. Okay.
This little, this metal.
Uh-huh. Ah, okay. Ah, right.
There is background.
Ah, they got a pipe going along there. And there's another hose here. So, Mrs. Mitch, we here visiting our friends.
Yeah, my beloved Arpishka.
And what can you say about today and life in general? What words of wisdom do you have for us?
You know, nothing has to do with wisdom. I know one thing. I'm really blessed to have people in my life like Arpishka and Hrech, because they have very unbelievably rich soul. And this you can't buy in the shops, in the markets, or whatever. People very simple, plain. They not rich in a pocket, but they're very rich in the soul. And this is world for me and for you, I'm pretty sure. And every time we coming here, we really enjoying our time together, and we never sorry for time we spending to drive here, and just be with them. It's very beautiful to be with simple people, with with people of God and His creation. You I think showed already filmed the garden, and what else we need in life? If we have on the table piece of bread, just bread without butter, without cheese, I think we can understand beauty, important, and value of life. But unfortunately, many people running after material things, which is very, very wrong, and people forgetting most important thing: becoming naked we're going. We can't take anything with us. So, but very important, take love with you, because people always remembering you with good memories. But if you're a bad person, nobody remember you and don't want to know you. I always was looking for real and pure friendship. I never was looking on material things, and I never can understand people who thinking, okay, well, if he have some pocket, maybe I can get something. This is very wrong. So love each other. I said many times, love each other, because life is pearl which can break, and or crystal, and very, very short. For seconds, you can lose your life.
That's true.
Love each other. I want to ask to all people around the world. Because doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter nation, doesn't matter language. Not because you live in Mexico, you have 3 heads, and I'm Armenian, I have 1 head. No, all of us same. Only difference in language. So we have to love each other.
Very good. Thank you very much.
God bless all of you.
Thank you very much. And this is what Mrs. Mitch is talking about by simplicity. Our friend Arpishka is peeling some potato.
And she making best of the best apricot juice with her own apricots from her garden.
It's delicious, by the way.
Very yummy.
Yeah, we're just going to have a simple little meal with some preserves that she's got as well. It's enough. It's very good. Thank you very much once again for a beautiful day, Arpishka.
She's saying you're wrong, they ain't finished yet.
The day hasn't finished yet.
Don't finish.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Now I'm going to close to the table, which is being served by my beloved friend Arpishka, and my husband already sitting around of table. Hello, gorgeous.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very
And we're going to drink some quince juice.
This is
which
quince
is
juice.
yes, within a jug.
Natural juice.
Natural juice. This is apricot juice.
And
This
this is also made by
Yeah,
Arpishka.
everything made by Arpine.
Rolls made by
Yes,
Arpishka.
this is
There.
Gherkin
See the
sort of. This is red capsicum. This is green capsicum. This is
Oh,
eggplants. And this is bread. And this is Rach, which is joining us. And we're waiting for Pishka. And this is Blakey. Hello, Blakey. Hello, gorgeous. Hello.
what could be better than sitting outside a country home and a beautiful village with this setting? Turkeys in the background, fresh cooked potato. What have we
And
got
spinach.
here? Spinach
Mm-hmm.
with good friends.
Yeah,
What
it's
could
good
be
for-
better?
And Rach having fun.
Rach was sitting on the hummock amidst these cherry trees which have just freshly blossomed. Very beautiful.
Very, very beautiful.
Bari Apajak, everyone. I can tell you that this spinach and egg combo Armenians love very much, and it's really, really tasty. So simple.
And very, very fresh.
It's fried in oil, not terribly much oil, I don't think,
No,
and just spinach and egg.
it's very
Fresh
yummy, very
spinach and
tasty,
egg.
and very healthy.
Mrs. Mitch has got some capsicum there and some, I think, cucumber.
No,
No.
green capsicum and red capsicum.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And some gherkin there. Very delicious.
She
Really
explained
delicious.
to you.
We would just like to say, wish you all God's blessing, and thank you for tuning in and watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye
Love
from
you.
Mitch.
Bye-bye.
And Mrs. Mitch.
Bye-bye.